Dear God, y'all, it hasn't even been 15 hours since my last upload. But how are you guys doing? It is the 8th Blader here. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. And I have some more news for you guys. This is hot off the press. I have barely managed to actually compile any sort of script or framework. I've been scrambling off camera to actually get everything ready for you guys. But here we go. We're just going to get straight into it. I'm not going to waste your time. We're just gonna get straight into it. Here we're gonna start off with the box art for a new release called Silver Wolf. Now, Silver Wolf is gonna be a UX bay. It has 80, and apparently, I'm theorizing this is flat ball. I'm gonna try to put like a side-by-side between this bay's driver and a ball tip, so we can see if that actually is flat ball. I'm guessing it's flat ball. And then here we have a better look at the Beyblade and launcher that it's gonna come with. This is going to be an extremely round bay. I mean, extremely round. If you were looking for anything that would be more circular like Hell's Scythe for your competitive combos, this Beyblade looks like it's going to be for you. As you can see here, I got a side profile of this Beyblade. It's going to have this plastic like hoop underneath, which I'm actually not too sure what this Beyblade's gimmick is on first glance. Hey everyone, editing A Splitter here. I want to fix what my past self was saying here. The side profile that we saw in that Korokoro image and in the image that you were just shown is actually going to be a free spinning part within itself. So this Beyblade is going to have a free spinning driver and a free spinning layer. So let me know how you guys feel about that down in the comments. It feels sick to me. Hopefully out of the box, this should be a pretty good combo, especially with how circular it is. This Beyblade is literally Woolborg, which I didn't hear the end of it for not knowing Seaborg in that one video. But this is gonna be basically Woolborg from the first generation. I'm incredibly excited to get my hands on this Beyblade. The gimmick seems interesting. I'm excited to see how this performs competitively. Now moving on from this, we have, bam, we're gonna be getting a new sort of stadium when it comes to Beyblade X. And this is actually going to be that base stadium that I was talking about in an upload a while ago in the Beyblade Leaks video. This right here, that square stadium, is going to be a motorized stadium. It's like it was theorized in the leaks, except it actually has two extreme lines here, as you can see. I'm gonna zoom in over here. This stadium has a red and a blue extreme line, and this center part is actually going to spin as well. It's motorized. So a pretty close like comparison that I could think of off the top of my head would probably be the extreme Beyblade Stadium that came with Rock Orso back in Metal Fight. Now, the part that actually confuses me about this release, the one thing that I'm not excited about, is actually going to be over here. This Bear Scratch combo over here, it looks suspiciously like Rhino Horn. Like, really much like Rhino Horn. Let me make sure that you can actually see. Just like, I'm gonna hold this up right here and you can compare like all of this here. There's definitely similarities with these Beyblades with their design. This is basically going to be a reskin of Rhino Horn, which I wasn't actually expecting TT to make any sort of reskins of layers. I'm guessing they just had to melt down because this Beyblade didn't sell as well as they hoped it would. But tell me what you guys feel about that down in the comments down below. Here's a better scene of how the Beyblades could be in battle. You know, Drawn Buster here, Extreme Line, all this. It's basically going to be the same size as your average TT Stadium, except for this mechanized gear system in the center, which is going to be interesting. I said earlier, too, about how it's like the Extreme, but this is also very clear to the Cyclone Stadium or the Mugen Stadium, but the first thing that came to my head was the Extreme Stadium. This is going to be closer to the Cyclone Stadium from Beyblade Metal Fight. The coolest thing about this stadium, too, is that it's actually supposed to be releasing next month on the 12th to the day. So if you want to get this stadium, remember, October 12th, it's September the 12th right now. You should probably save up your money, set some aside, so you can get this. If you can't get it, I'm gonna try to unbox this on my channel regardless. So look forward to that unboxing. I'm gonna pre-order it as soon as I can. Now, moving on from this is gonna be more unexplored territory. I wasn't able to find a release date on this Beyblade specifically, but what I was able to find, I'm probably gonna have to blur this just a tiny bit so my channel doesn't get taken down or anything. But we have Samurai Saber. Now, Samurai Saber is also going to be a UX Bay. We haven't gotten the box art for this Beyblade yet, we've only gotten this sword launcher design, which I'll get more into that in a second, and then an example of its gimmick, which is going to be this small knife here. Now we have this more artistic design or artistic depiction of the Beyblade over here. You can see, I'm going to zoom in over here and try my best in editing. But you can see this is actually gonna, it looks like it goes down. This is gonna be, I don't know, better for defense. I wouldn't say that. It's designed to me sort of similar to Bakusen Sushino. I feel like it'll still hit relatively well. But again, the main gimmick for this Beyblade is going to be here in this small knife. But you can get a better depiction here of the gimmick from this manga panel. As you can see, this is going to go in and out during battle. I don't know if there's anything that'll trigger it specifically, or if it just has to do with RPM, sort of similar to, I'd say, Varieris from the Metal Saga, if you remember that, with the yellow shield bits that extend out from the Beyblade for defense. It seems like it's going to get rounder as the battle goes on. So I'm excited to see how this is going to perform. Also, when it comes to Beyblade, you have a depiction of the avatar here. It's going to be purple in the center. You know, it's supposed to be a samurai Beyblade. What's really drawing me into this release, which is what's going to have me buy it regardless, my wallet is going to be hurting, is going to be this sword launcher here. As you can see, blue, or this like purplish blue sort of color, black, and this long ripper here. They have a samurai sword next to it for comparison's sake. I'm very excited for this. The original sword launcher and the digital sword launcher are two that I do not own to this day. But I do have this here with the, I honestly don't remember this Beyblade's name, but it's the most recent, I think, Zyphoid Excalibur. I have that sword launcher, so I'm excited to actually get my hands on this sword launcher whenever this is going to release. It's supposed to at least be November, so don't quote me on the 10th part, but this is supposed to release in November. So the next couple of months is going to absolutely be just brutal for everybody's wallets when it comes to Beyblade X. But this is also going to be a release that I'm very excited to pick up for in my own time. Again, better look here with the gimmick. Seems like it's just gonna round itself out. Gonna be pretty good attack type. I should also say before we actually move on that the combo for this Beyblade, we're not actually sure yet. So we don't know if this is gonna be an attack type, this is gonna be a stamina, defensive balance type. So when we do actually know, I actually put out a community post for you guys, so you guys will know and be up to date when it comes to that. But until then, we're not sure. We're not sure when this will either one come out what day, or two, what combo it has. But I'm excited for this nonetheless, because again, this combo looks sick. The Beyblade looks sick. It could be a pretty decent balance type from what we're looking at just from this picture alone. Now, for the last piece of news regarding Beyblade X before I end the video, we're gonna be getting this Phoenix Wing soon. We're gonna be getting this. It looks kind of sick. 90 dB metal coat. I'm not buying this. It looks sick. I'll be honest, it looks amazing. It's going to be a CoroCoro exclusive, so keep in mind that this is probably going to be a lot of money secondhand. So again, if you're interested in these Beyblades, you should probably save up a lot of money going forward, because this is going to be a lot of money for literally everybody. I'll try to look out for any unboxings regarding this Beyblade, and I'll make a community post so you guys can see what this Beyblade looks like out of the box. And I'll just shout out somebody else, because Lord knows I am not spending all this money on a Beyblade. I think at this point now, I'm actually going to end the video here. I'm going to try to get this edited for you guys so you can get this out as soon as I can. Again, I feel like I'm sort of rambling here, but I'll be more in depth with a second video going more over this once we get a little bit more news and more side by side. So if you're looking forward to that sort of content, remember to hit the like and subscribe button. Again, the growth on the channel has been absolutely insane. I'm looking here. I just hit 200 subscribers. I was just at like 20 a couple days ago. So thank you guys so much. The support has been absolutely unreal. I really cannot thank every single one of you guys enough. It means the absolute world. And remember, I'm making community posts, trying to stay engaged. I want to see what you guys are into, what type of content that you guys are looking forward to. So I'm gonna keep in contact with you guys. Check out my community tab. I also have a Twitter that you guys can follow on here. I have no followers. Feel free to follow me, and I'll tweet about my YouTube channel and all sorts of Beyblade stuff. But I think that's it. So Ace Blader signing out.